Marissa, these intangible outcomes, I know you do collect a lot of data and stories at Feed the Children, but that shift into that, how did you work at the beginning with funders and stakeholders and getting that to be a focus on conveying impact?
I think with looking at people want the immediate outcomes, the immediate data that can help them. But I think for us, we started collecting some sort of, sorry, outputs. We started collecting more outcome data that I think is going to take a couple of years to show that what we're doing is actually making a difference in people's lives and in a way that can be measured later on by providing folks with food and essential products. Maybe that lessens their budgetary burden. So they can maybe put money towards educational things or a night class, or maybe pay some overdue bills or have an extra money for rent. And like over time, that can have a greater impact economically for a family and then maybe overall for a community. I think, again, tying it back to the program's kind of theory of change, to your logic model, if you have one, if you have more of a programmatic type of mission, that's really important. And I think that's important both for internally and externally. Convincing our board of directors is we're collecting this because here's how this ties back to this. Like for our school programs, looking at student attendance, student behavior. If we have a reading program or a feed and read program, how are we encouraging kids to read over the summer, and how does that help maybe lessen the summer learning loss? And so I think being really intentional about the outcomes and how they're connected to your programs, and then again connected to the mission at large, I think is the most effective way for persuading your stakeholders that what you're doing is important and why we're collecting this is equally as important.